This shouldn't be happening. And yet, something is moving under Europa's ice. Not cracks, not shifting glaciers, actual movement. And it's not random, because scientists are seeing something even more disturbing. It's repeating the same patterns again and again. And that changes everything, because repetition means one thing. This is not natural noise. This is not chaos. Something down there is consistent, and consistency means structure, and structure means something is driving it. Let that sink in. Something beneath Europa's surface is behaving in a predictable way, and this shouldn't be happening at all. Now here's where this starts to get strange. Europa isn't supposed to have anything like this. It's one of the coldest places in the solar system, a frozen world, locked in ice for billions of years. Nothing should be active there, nothing should be moving, but it is. And this is where everything changes, because under that ice, there's an ocean, a massive one, not shallow, not limited, an ocean deeper than anything on Earth. And now scientists believe something inside that ocean is interacting with the surface above it, strong enough to move ice that's kilometers thick. That's not small, that's not normal, that's planetary scale force. Let that sink in. That's like something beneath Earth's oceans, pushing entire continents. Whatever is down there is not weak. And this is where things stop being normal, because the surface of Europa isn't just cracking, it's reacting, almost like something below is pushing back. And that raises a question no one is comfortable answering. What exactly is pushing? But to understand how that's even possible, you need to understand what Europa really is. From a distance, it looks calm, smooth, silent, just another frozen moon orbiting Jupiter. But that surface is a lie, because beneath it, Europa is one of the most active worlds we've ever discovered. The ice shell covering it is between 15 to 25 kilometers thick, and that alone should stop everything. But it doesn't, because under that, there's an ocean, not a lake, not a pocket, an entire planet-wide ocean, possibly over 100 kilometers deep. And this is where it gets hard to ignore. That's more water than all of Earth's oceans combined, hidden, dark, untouched, for billions of years. Now think about that. An ocean that massive, existing for that long, with no sunlight, no atmosphere, no outside interference. That's not just an ocean, that's an isolated system. And isolated systems don't stay simple, they evolve. But here's the part most people don't realize. Europa isn't just sitting there frozen, it's constantly being pulled by Jupiter's gravity, and that pull never stops. It stretches the moon over and over and over again, and that stretching creates friction, and friction creates heat, enough heat to keep that entire ocean liquid, even in a place where everything should be frozen solid. Which means one thing, Europa is not dead, it's active, from the inside, right now. And where there is heat, there is energy, and where there is energy, there is possibility. Now this is where things start to feel different, because we've already seen what happens when you combine water, heat, and isolation, not in space, but here on Earth. At the bottom of our oceans, far beyond sunlight, there are places where life exists without any light at all. No sunlight, no photosynthesis, just heat. Hydrothermal vents release energy from deep within Earth, and around those vents, life thrives. Creatures that have never seen light, never experienced day or night, living entirely in darkness. And yet, they exist, they survive, they evolve. And this is the part people underestimate. Life doesn't need perfect conditions, it needs energy. And Europa has that. So now ask yourself this, if life can exist there, on Earth, why not on Europa? Why not in an ocean that's been stable for billions of years, completely isolated, completely untouched, evolving in total darkness? Because if something started there, it didn't just survive, it adapted to crushing pressure, to freezing temperatures, to total darkness. And anything that adapts to survive in that kind of environment is not simple. It becomes something else, something we don't understand. And this is where things take a darker turn, because we assume that life will behave like life on Earth. But that assumption is dangerous, because evolution doesn't create safe, it creates survival. And survival creates things we don't expect, things we don't recognize, things we may not be ready for. And this is the part no one is ready for. Now go back to the movement, the cracks, the shifting surface. That's not theory, that's real data. Scientists have tracked these movements, measured them, mapped them, and they're not random. They repeat, they follow patterns, which means something beneath that ice is influencing it right now. But it gets worse. Europa doesn't just shift, it erupts. Scientists have detected massive plumes of water vapor shooting into space from beneath the surface. And this changes everything again, because that means the ocean below is not sealed, it's connected. Something from inside is reaching outward, and we're only seeing a fraction of it. Now imagine the scale of that. An entire ocean world, hidden for billions of years. No sunlight, no interference, no outside contact, just time and pressure and energy. If life exists there, it didn't evolve like life on Earth. It evolved alone, completely alone. And that changes everything, because isolation doesn't create familiarity. It creates difference, radical difference. Now here's the part that makes scientists uneasy. Europa's surface is constantly renewing itself. Old ice disappears, new ice forms, which means something below is influencing the surface over time, slowly, consistently, from the inside. And whatever is doing that has been doing it for a very long time. This is not recent, this is not temporary, this is ongoing. Now think about what that implies. Something beneath Europa has had billions of years to develop, to adapt, to evolve in an environment completely unlike Earth. And we're about to go there. NASA is preparing missions to explore Europa, to scan beneath the ice, to analyze what's hidden below, and eventually to go deeper, closer to whatever is moving down there. And here's the reality. We are not prepared because we assume that whatever we find will fit into what we already understand. But Europa doesn't follow our rules. Its environment is extreme, violent, unforgiving. If something survived there, it had to become something else, something stronger, something adapted to survive, where nothing should. And we are about to disturb it. We are about to break through that ice into an ocean that has been untouched for billions of years. And once we do that, there is no going back, because we are no longer just observing. We are interacting, and we don't know what that interaction will cause. Will we discover life, or will we discover something we were never meant to find? Because whatever is moving under Europa has been there long before us. And now, for the first time, we are getting close enough to finally see it. The question is not just what is under that ice. The real question is, what happens when it sees us?